Hello, and welcome to the IELTS speaking test. May I have your full name, please?
Farzad Alawi.
Very good, Farzad. You're very welcome. We're going to go through 3 sections in this test. In each section, I will tell you what we're going to do, and then we'll go through them step by step. Okay, Farzad, can you tell me what you do? Do you work or are you a student?
Well, nowadays I'm a student. I'm completing a PhD in mechanical engineering in University of Tehran. I'm nearing the end of my studies.
Very good, Farzad. Can you tell me what you like about your major?
I absolutely I love it. I like especially where we do computer simulation of stresses and loads on the different parts of a structure. It's it's the favorite part in my field, in my major.
And is there anything you don't like about your major?
Yes, as I said, the simulation, the computer simulation is sometimes so time-consuming and may cost a lot because related to size of structures and systems, it needs sometimes high-performance computing systems.
Very good, thank you, Farzad. Okay, Farzad, in the first section we're going to talk about some general topics. We're going to talk about places a little bit. What are the most crowded places in your hometown?
Well, there are various and several crowded places in my city, in my hometown. Some of them are temporary, like sports stadium during a football match, as a off day event.
Mm-hmm.
Or some of them are always crowded. For example, shopping centers or transport infrastructures like train stations.
And do you like going to crowded places?
I have a mixed opinion about this topic. While I appreciate the energy and vibrancy of crowded places, I also value the moments of quietness and peace. It depends on the context. Sometimes for social events, such as concerts, and lively and energetic atmosphere is enjoyable. But for relaxation, quieter places are preferable.
Mm-hmm. Very good. And how do you feel when you go to a crowded place?
As I said, it depends on the context. Sometimes the bustling energy of crowds can be so energizing for me. But on the other hand, when you want to relax and put your mind at rest, if you have a hectic lifestyle, it's better. It can help. It's better for you to choose one of the most popular stress busters, which is traveling. You may decide to travel into a remote destination, and which being in a peaceful and calm place can help you feel less stressed.
Very good. And last question: when was the last time you went to a crowded place?
As I said, some of the most crowded places in my city are transport infrastructures like metro station. I commute by train to my office every day. Last Monday, when I was going to work, unfortunately, I got caught in the morning rush hour. It was so crowded. The train was filled with people. The train was crowded. The aisle was filled with people, and we were packed in there like sardines.
Very good. Thank you very much. Farzad, we're going to go to the second part. In this section, I'm going to give you a question. You have 1 minute to think about the question. You are allowed to take notes. And then you have 1 to 2 minutes to talk about it. I would like you to describe a time when you received money as a gift. You can take your notes. Okay, Farzad, your 60 seconds are up. You can start talking now.
Well, there is no doubt that showing appreciation and gratitude towards a winner of a competition or a person who has reached some achievements can be very helpful. This process can help people and boost their performance and encourage and stimulate them to do and continue their efforts. Now let me share my story with you about a cycling race which occurred about 2 years ago. When I was a child, I used to ride bicycle, but if I want to be honest with you, I still do it. About 2 years ago, I decided to participate in a provincial mountain bike race. Although it was a tough race, I could finish in first. So it was the most exciting time in my life. I received a cash prize of $500 from the representative of a cycling federation called Mr. Mehdi Sohrabi. He's the famous and the most decorated cyclist in my country, Iran. With the help of this gift, I was able to upgrade my old bike. I exchanged my bike's fork. Fork is a bicycle part which holds the front wheel. On a mountain bike, the fork is a decisive component that influences how you experience off-road terrain. In other words, the suspension system of this part is able to absorb the impact taken by the front wheel as it passes over rough and technically challenging surfaces.
Thank you very much. Okay, Farzad, we're going to go to the next part of the question. We're going to continue our topic about money and cash. Why do people rarely use cash now?
As a result of technology advancements, electronic means of payments, I think, have become more convenient, accessible, and most effective. So many companies and customers are increasingly opting for electronic payment alternatives over cash payments.
Very good. And when do you think children begin to comprehend and understand the value of money?
I think it depends on the parents' training methods, on their function. Parents commonly struggle with how to talk to their children about money. But I think teaching children about money can be as simple as answering their money questions, appropriating their age, and providing some opportunities for them to learn money skills. For example, for 5 to 6 years old, I think parents can play some games in which they give their child a role of, for example, customer or seller against themselves and go pretend shopping. During this game, I think a child can learn that someone has to pay money for something before taking it out of a store. Now the money is gone. For this age range, children may recognize that the number of coins have more value than the actual value of the coin.
Very good, thank you. And do you think parents should reward children with money?
Yes, I think. Generally, it's good to reward children for their good behaviors and to also make them understand what is wrong and what is correct, what is right. When children are given money, they learn to manage it. It's worth noting that children are good observers. They can keep seeing their parents, how they keep their money safely and use it whenever they need it. Also, kids love to store their money in piggy banks and take it out when they need it. So, therefore, parents can teach their children understand how to manage money and how to use it judiciously.
Very good. And what do you think are the advantages and disadvantages of using credit cards?
I think there are some pros and cons about associated with these leader plastic cards. If I want to talk about some advantages, I can mention that they can help us to manage our expenses. You know, they are a convenient way to make a purchase in an online shopping mall, either in an online shopping mall or in a hypermarket. And another one is that these credit cards can help people when they are in emergency situation. For example, when they are in a hospital and they had no cash. But on the opposite side, there are some disadvantages. For example, one of them is overspending. You know, when you have access to money every day, you may tend to make unnecessary purchases. And the last one is that these kind of cards, these credit cards have always some hidden costs, such as joining fees or renewables fees.
Thank you very much, Farzad. Have a nice time.